I got a comment from a viewer asking about the location of the coolant block drain plug on the 3S-FE and 5S-FE engine. If you're looking for it, let's find it. So starting here at the drain plug for the oil pan, you're going to move up and find this flange with those fasteners on it for the oil pan. All right, then you're going to follow that towards the center of the vehicle, go past this exhaust pipe. You'll have that cable there if you have an automatic. And just before you get to the corner, see how there's the corner there of the pan? You'll see it. I'll put an arrow on it right there. I've got my light from above on it. You will need a light from above, probably, because it's very hard to see from below, but that is it. Let me try to give you a better look. That is it right there. That's about the best look that I can give you of it. And that is right below the core plug for the number 4 cylinder. I'll put up a picture of the back of the block. You won't be able to see it this clearly, especially on the models with the transfer case, which is in the way, but that's where it's located. Let me see if I can show you where the NOx sensor is for reference. I don't know if I can get the camera on the NOx sensor, but the NOx sensor is up closer to the number 3 core plug. There's 2 different styles, at least 2 different styles that I'm aware of for this block drain plug. There's this style here, which has the spout on it, and that's a 10 millimeter. On the top, you undo that. It's like a petcock. You undo that 10 millimeter, and you can drain out there. If you can even put a hose on there. The outside of that, I think, is 14 millimeter. You can take that whole plug out if for some reason you need to remove the whole plug. Then the other style is just a straight 14 millimeter plug without the spout, and I'll put up a picture of that. Those are on the pre-98 Rav4s and probably a whole bunch of the early 3S-FEs and 5S-FEs. I'll put up a picture of the back of the engine for reference so you can see what I'm talking about as far as the location with respect to the number 4 core plug and the NOx sensor. And I'll try to see, I'm going to move the camera over here, see if I can't look at the NOx sensor. It's pretty hard to see. Okay, I moved over just a little bit, and there you can see that NOx sensor above the number 3 core plug. So the coolant drain plug for the block is below the number 4 core plug, and the NOx sensor is above the number 3 core plug. And I'm going to pull the camera back real quick and show you why you pretty much can't get on that coolant drain plug if you have a Rav4 that's automatic transmission and 4-wheel drive, and that's because this transfer case is in the way. And this transfer case just takes up all this space. So you don't have this set up if you have 2-wheel drive, and you don't have this set up if you have a manual transmission. So this is what you'll see if you have an automatic Rav4 with 4-wheel drive. If you have a manual, the transfer case on the manual is not the same size as it is on the automatic, and so you actually do have some room and you can get around it. But on this automatic, I cannot figure out a way to get on there. Obviously, if you have the intake off, you'd be able to reach that from above, or of course, if you had the head off, if you're doing a full rebuild, then yeah, you could get to that from above. But from below, I can't figure out any way to reach that. I can't even get the camera to focus on it now, but that's it, way up there. But if you're working on an application that doesn't have a transfer case in the way, and you want to get up there, then that's how you find it. Like I said, just follow the flange on the oil pan right here to the corner, and you can reach up there. And there I moved the camera, and I just barely got that NOx sensor in the same frame as the block drain plug. If you're working on a Rav4, especially with the transfer case in the way, the automatic all-wheel drive, and you cannot reach this drain plug, don't worry about it. Even if you're doing a job like the water pump, check the pinned comment for a link to my timing belt video. That video shows the water pump replacement as well, and that was done on a all-wheel drive automatic Rav4, so I did not open up the drain plug on the block. I just did a regular drain at the petcock on the radiator. And you'll see how much coolant comes out when you take the water pump off. When you haven't opened up this block drain, it's really not that much. If you're doing just the radiator, check the pinned comment for a link to a video on that as well. I have a radiator replacement video for the Rav4. In that case, you don't even have to mess with the block drain at any rate. Just drain at the radiator and you'll be fine. Those are some options for you. But at any rate, I hope this video was helpful for you in locating this block drain. Thank you for watching and good luck with your repair.